Winter of 1970. I think back in the private boys' school I went to. They tried to break me, those bastards. They whacked me with oak boards and gave me noogies. My homosexual Latin teacher twisted my ear around because my conjugation lacked something. I had lead ashtrays pitched at my head. I was shoved into a gym locker and hammered upon. I came on to mescaline in French class. I wrote hundreds of sentences beginning with, "I will not." I wheezed during soccer practice. It was crushing me. Now I'm free, adrift in a huge public high school where very little is demanded of me. I just got done jamming with my band, the Hurricane Boys. We did Boris the Spider, Run, 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 Communication Breakdown, I'm So Glad, I'm a Man, Stormy Weather. I felt invincible behind my set of silver sparkle Ludwigs, cutting through dense layers of Gibson guitars, leading, following, patterns lock in, my head spins, and a rush swoops up from my toes to my crossed eyes. Sounds great, and it's coming from us. Driving back home past nighttime neon suburbia, Tom Thumb, the Little General, Nate's Food Market, Snuffy's Drive-In, Smack's Hamburgers, Quick Mart, Dairy Queen, Pee-wee's Big Fish, the A&W, the Seven High, Hart's Cafe, listening to Clapton on the radio. The car full of crazy longhairs, a working unit, one feeding off of the other, observing, pretending, babbling, goofing. We're on our way to somewhere, picking up, dropping off. I think of 15-year-old Honey Sullivan. Last December, she got shipped back to her mother's house in Dixie County, Missouri. She was only here a few months after some trouble back home. Honey had been one of those precocious kids who would be the only girl in an all-boy club and do a striptease for them in the treehouse. Never had a dad. She was hot to trot. She'd been shown the ropes by some pool shark drug dealer, 10 years her senior, for one entire summer. Our first kiss was in Loring Park. After smoking a joint and watching the ducks, we rolled around by the flower beds, all tongues and suction. We break for air, and she says in her southern accent, "I knew you'd kiss like that." I thought to myself, I never kissed like that in my life. We made out till midnight. She said, "Next week I want to make love to you." I remember her big eyes looking up at me in the school hallways as she grinned and said, "Hello, boy. Hungry for the nights of passion to come." She's 2 years younger than me, but much more sexually advanced. I remember her back as she undid her white brassiere and then turned to me where I lay, an indelible sight I replay over and over in my head. Perfect breast jutting out, downy soft and pink-tipped, fawn-colored fluffy pubis, arching upper limbs to me like a sensuous cat who wants to be petted and stroked. Her creamy flat stomach, her hair smelled honey-sweet, for real. Once in my parents' house, they were in Europe, listening to the Beatles' I Want You, and she was getting all worked up. "She's so heavy," sang John. "Come on, Dunk," pleaded Honey. I was nervous that my aunt was going to drop in to water the plants or something, even though it was 8 o'clock on a school night. So we climbed the wooden stairs to the small loft over the living room, where there is a divan to fool around on. Off come my pants and boxer shorts. Off come her brown tights. On goes the chic prophylactic I stole from my dad's bathroom drawer. She presents her beautiful ass to me as she grips the banister. I position myself down between her buttocks, rake the silky slope of her thighs, enter the maidenhair. I'm nervous, thinking we don't have much time, so I'm going at it pretty fast. Honey looks back over her shoulder at me and says in that southern drawl of hers, Hey, where's the fire? We laughed, and I slowed down and savored just what it was we were doing. She's open to me, thrusting back, skin to skin, riding the dark waves, coming nearer and nearer, and then, in a soft, shuddering convulsion, she was gone, and so was I, melting in exquisite delight.